Okay, so now we've finished those performance requirements, we're going to move on to some of the more operator comfort tests as they're known. The first one we're going to do is the illuminance test. Curtis, can you run me through the test, the intervals that you're measuring at and what the pass requirement is?
Yeah, okay, I'll start with the pass-fail. The pass-fail, every point must be greater than 430 lux, and the average over all the points must be greater than 650. The measurement points are taken at the floor surface on the center of it, and they're taken at 150 from each side and then 300 mil intervals after that. So this is achieving well above the 430 minimum, and it's getting 730, so that's also above the average, and that's on the sides, which usually has the lowest lux readings.
Okay, now we've finished the illuminance test. We're going to move on to doing another style of illuminance test, measuring the UVC germicidal lamp efficiency. We do that just so that we know that we're getting enough irradiation at a certain wavelength to be able to deactivate the DNA of organisms. So, Curtis, can you demonstrate what we need to do to perform this test?
It's very similar to the illuminance readings in that it's taken from the same positions, all in the center of the work zone floor, and at 150 from the sides and 300 mil intervals. As we said before, the cabinet requires the glass to be closed before we can activate the UV. So I'll turn on the UV because the sash is now closed. You wait for the lamp to warm up. The lamp takes a little while to warm up and stabilize. So once it's stabilized, you take a reading, and again you go from 150 from the side point to 300, 300, and then finishing at 150 from the other wall. The minimum reading at each point must be greater than 400 microwatts per square meter. And
once again, you got the correction factors of the instrument?
That's right, a calibrated piece of instrument as well.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well that one's done, so we can move on to the next one. So we're probably going to do sound level next. Curtis, can you just demonstrate, where you're taking the measurement and what the performance requirement is?
Okay, so the pass-fail criteria is the cabinet must be below 65 decibels, and the reading that's taken is approximately at the head height of a user and 300 from the front of the cabinet. And you're again taking that reading, 10 seconds, waiting for it to stabilize. And once it's stabilized, there's no background noise, someone open closing doors, the cabinet's no longer ramping up and down the fans to stabilize its airflows. You take that reading. You do, as part of the method as well, take a background reading with the cabinet off to confirm that if there is a high level being read on your instrument, that it's not due to another piece of equipment or another function going on in the lab.
Okay, so those last few tests that we did, there's also a vibration test. Generally, we're not being asked to test vibration. They're called operator safety and comfort tests. They're not a mandatory requirement of the standard. So vibration's optional, noise is optional, illuminance is optional, and UV is optional. Now, once we've done all of those tests, the most important thing is that you get a sticker. So this is a certification sticker, and on it, it has all of the test standards that we've chosen to do today or in agreement with the client. And then we obviously tick the box and the method. So this sticker here is not just for a Class 2 cabinet. We've designed a sticker that's for multiple pieces of equipment, as most companies do. And then we're going to put all of the requirements on here that is also going to be in the final report that you'll get emailed out on that day. And then we affix this sticker to the cabinet in a prominent position, and that way anyone, the lab manager, or if you're getting a NADA audit, they can come past and make sure that your cabinet is within the due date of certification and that all the requirements have passed. So that's everything you need to know about testing a Class 2 cabinet, and thanks Curtis for your help, and I hope Absan's got some value out of it, and I encourage you to go and talk to your technicians when they're doing these tests and at least witness the barrier test, because it's actually quite interesting, and we're the only country in the world that do it, much to the dismay of many foreign standards committees and cabinet manufacturers, but it's a very good standard, and it's the one that's is going to tell you how safe you are. So go and have a look at it and learn about it. Thanks very much.